into Madison Square Garden. It's crazy to think that not all that long ago, mixed martial arts was not regulated in New York. When that legislation came down, the UFC came strong, and we've been omnipresent ever since.
John, we kick the door in.
Yes.
If you're gonna say you're welcome in MSG, the UFC is coming. And every time we have gone there, we have brought phenomenal fight cards in some of the biggest moments in UFC history.
Now, if the Knicks could just get the right.
Knicks will never get their act together, and I'm okay with it.
Clipped him with the right hand there.
Oh!
Gets back to his feet. Changes levels now, DC.
Oh, man, he was in the city. Got to a high cross.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
And that one certainly found the target. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his man. Oh, how good is that? The diving punch lands flush to the head. Oh, big shots raining down. And he's back up. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish it.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top. And that's the thing. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
All right, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John,
Watching the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot, and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now.
Crowd wants the fight to continue, and it looks as though it will, but maybe stylistically might have to change some things and get aggressive because that cut's not...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Well, this building has hosted some of the biggest fights in boxing history, and now MMA making its presence felt. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on B Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. That one landed clean.
Oh, he continues to attack that bloody cheek. His face is a mess.
Oh, big O.
Round two next. All right, well, somehow, some way, he finds his way back to the stool, but the cut man better hustle his way in there. That cut around his eye is getting extreme now. All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Nice strike.
Now he touches him with the left. Well, he hasn't thrown any strikes to the body so far. Down that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
Lands a nice one, too.
Oh, he's hurt bad. Nice leg kick.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt. That gotta hurt. You gotta start looking to finish.
Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that eye is disgusting.
His eye is done. He's been...
Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these two individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying to really show that they belong. They're both trying to show that they're the better fighter. They have been matched at every single step. They're both...
Quick level change.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He
Right
goes
back.
knees on belly.
Right back.
He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom, or the fight's gonna get stopped.
All right, so it looks as though now the referee will step in to look at the swelling on that eye as he calls for the doctor. Maybe he wanted to step in earlier, but now he had no choice.
He had no choice. The swelling is so bad, he can't see. He's flailing at his opponent right now.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
All right, second round underway.
Come on.
Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. Such a blow right there. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly.
So the swelling at this point appears to be critical. UFC President Dana White to our left looks concerned. What's the referee waiting for?
I mean, oh no!
And back to his feet. Gotta start to look to finish him now. All right, so the ref has called a break to the action, and it likely means, yes, he will call in the doctor to look at that cut, which is just leaking all over the octagon right now.
A lot of blood, John, but this is a fight. I mean, guys bleed, girls bleed. It happens in a fight. These guys should be able to continue.
Well, the doctor doesn't care about your feelings here. That's the end of the fight. And again, when you talk about fighting in the future,